What's going on, everyone? Nelson and Kevin from Hoop, and today we are going to show you how to do a step back jumper.
The Steph Curry way.
The step back is a really effective move, especially if you're a shorter or smaller player. It helps you create the separation you need from a bigger or taller defender, especially if they're guarding you really tight on defense.
The step back is a classic move, and Steph Curry has used it a lot in his games, and he does it super nasty. He's a magician with the basketball, and he's probably going to go down in history as the best shooter of all time.
So by incorporating great ball handling to create a shot, here are two versions of Steph Curry's step back.
All right, so the first Steph Curry step back is what we call a stop and pop. This is used most effectively when you're attacking very hard in one direction and the defender's trying really hard to slide with you, and this is when you come to a sudden stop to get your defender off balance, and this is when you pop back for the step back to create the separation you need for an open jumper. The first step of utilizing the stop and pop is by selling a drive by attacking hard in one direction. This is where you take 2 or 3 hard dribbles in one direction and plan your outside leg by coming to a sudden stop, and you're going to use a power dribble and use your back leg to push off for the pop in order to do a step back to create the separation you need for the open shot. So let's run it through half speed.
So here it is if you were to go to your left side. 2, 3 dribbles hard one way, stop and plant with your outside foot, power dribble, pop, step back.
So that was a stop and pop step back. So some of the key points to keep in mind is to sell the drive by taking 2 or 3 hard dribbles in one direction, stopping and planting with your outside leg, taking a power dribble, and then using your back leg to pop back for the step back.
And like we mentioned before, this is a really effective move if a defender is sliding with you really hard for you to use this move to create that separation you need for the jump shot.
Stop, pop, and drop.
Buckets. Moving on to the second step back is what we call the wraparound step back. Steph Curry does a step back a lot in games where he actually does a behind the back dribble. It's not no ordinary behind the back, it's like a really big and wide wraparound behind the back where it shifts his defender off balance. It doesn't matter whether it's a smaller defender or a bigger defender. Steph Curry does his wraparound dribble and he really shifts his defender really bad into his step back. What he does is that he dribbles hard one way, then he quickly does a wraparound behind the back going the opposite way, shifting the defender off balance, then he hits you with a step back or a side step and drains the shot on you.
This is more of an advanced move, but if done correctly, it's a filthy move that will shift your defender nasty.
All right, so just like the last step back, first thing you gotta do is sell the drive. So you wanna attack hard one direction and then suddenly, quickly wrap around, change direction, shifting your defender off balance. So right when you do that wrap around, when you're creating separation already, you're gonna create more separation by planting your inside foot into a step back to create extra separation for that jump shot. That's what makes this move so shifty, is that you're doing multiple moves to create separation. So here it is, I'm gonna show you at half speed. So attack, wrap around, plant, step back, and jumper.
Alright guys, what makes this move so effective is the players actually shifting the defender multiple times within the same move. So when the offensive player does the wraparound, the defender's already shifted off balance. So once he does a wraparound, I think he's gonna come right here, right? I'm going this direction, but when he picks up the ball, plant his inside line, do a step back, now I have to go this direction. So I'm shifted over here, now I'm coming over here, then I gotta go over here. So I'm going all sorts of different directions. That's what makes this move so shifty.
All right, another key point is that you want to stay low at all times. That way you are able to react to what the defender is gonna do. So if he doesn't step up for that shot, you keep going and attack, for the drive. But by being low to the ground, you have the option to either keep going or do the step back. All right, guys, that's the wraparound step back. Some key points is that, again, you want to sell the drive by taking hard dribbles in one direction, create space by doing the wraparound behind the back dribble, plant hard with your inside leg, and remember to stay low to the ground, pop back into your step back, and then follow with the jump shot.
The wraparound step back is a more technical move, but if done correctly, you'll have your defender shift into another area code.
He's gone. He need Google Maps to find you.
From the 626 to wherever, don't matter.
Thank you guys for watching that video on the Steph Curry step back. Let us know down in the comments below. 1, do you guys use a Steph Curry step back in your game? If not, do you use any other step backs in your game?
And 2, let us know what other moves you guys want us to do.
Make sure to watch these other videos up there. If you guys like basketball content, make sure to subscribe by clicking the button in the middle. Make sure to check out our social medias in the description box down below. And until next time, make sure to practice these moves with your friends. It will definitely make your game better.
Go on, get your shift on.